Hi guys, today is February the 8th, and after the market close, and we're looking at a chart of S&P 500 here. This has been a very wild ride here for one day up and down, and looks like it is forming a megaphone here, broadening top. But today the market clearly broke out from that pattern and rocked higher about 8 points to 1580, which is the highest it has been here in the multi-year highs. Now the S&P 500 is leading the charge. You can see this was the fiscal cliff, and this was a big blowout candle here, and since then we haven't stopped but keep going higher. The direction of the market is still higher. The market is overbought, but this can start keeping overbought for a number of years. I mean, it can go on and forever, but that doesn't happen. Usually what will happen here, at some point we're going to get tired of this up moves, and the 50-day and all these moving averages, they should be a pullback. We haven't seen a real pullback here since January 1st, which was this day that we have seen this market keep on grinding higher for about 5 weeks now. With that said, let's move on and take a look at some other indexes here, which is like RUT, R-U-T, the broad market. And if you see it here, we're moving in this channel here, traveling in upward channel, and today we claimed a new high of 1914, which hasn't been set. This is a multi-year, almost a decade-year high. I don't know exactly, but there's at least a 5-year high, and now we're still chomping up upside. The RUT is also overbought. It hasn't shown any signs of lagging or getting tired at this point, and the direction stays the upside. Let's look at some of the stocks which have been in great news here. Apple. This stock has changed a lot of things here in the last few days, and as you can see, this is the gap, that earnings gap was caused here on January 25th, and today, yesterday, and day before, the market is zoomed up here and hit that 21-day moving average at 474, and possibly if this can stay here above that gap 465, it can go up higher. Let's go and pull up here a closer look on a 30-minute chart on Apple here, and you get an idea here what is happening. All these lines aside, this was the move that started here on Tuesday, and the stock gathered steam here about 448. That's where most of the traders got involved here. Then it climbed above that line and made another attempt here, but this attempt yesterday, which was on David Einhorn's litigation or lawsuit against Apple's cash positions, it really triggered this catalyst, and it moved up higher. Today it gapped up in the market and kept on going higher, but towards the close it just pulled back a little bit because people are not still comfortable for the stock to keep going higher. Hopefully this will hit this downward trend line, which is controlling this stock here at 499 or 500, and that downward trend line is what has been controlling this stock here for 5 months. This is the downward trend line, so this trend line really stays here about 498, and if this stock can make up here among all of that noise around here, there's a lot of stuff going on in this stock, but there's definitely a bottom here that has set up here at 450 levels. With that said, let's go on and move on to other mighty stock called Google. This stock has been continuously making higher highs, and today it broke out here and finished the day at 1786 high, 1785. 1786 was the highest it has ever been. Google is staying very strong here. The 50, 21, 8, 10 day, 21 day, and 50 day, all moving averages are to the upside. Let's take a look at this system, SSYS. This stock has been featured here a lot, has been used a lot, and a lot of people have been trading here. It broke up, but it's forming some kind of a bear flag here. It just dropped here, but as long as it doesn't go up here and retraces and claims back to the 90 levels or 88 levels, the chances are that it can pierce that 50-day moving average again and go down. So it has to be careful with that bear flag. AMZN, this is an Amazon, a stock that we have been trading. It hasn't done anything after the earnings and just sitting there and hasn't moved much. They may still try to short it again tomorrow or next week or so. It remains to be seen. So that is what we have here for today, and the market direction remains solidly up here to the upside.